בהפטורה דקורח כי לא יתושכולו בעבור שמו הגדול. So in the Haftorah of Parshas Korach, it says he will not abandon his nation for the sake of his great name. Vayikach v'od ksiv ki lo yitoshchulu v'nachalaso. And in the davening in Vayikach, we say, says he will not abandon and his inheritance. And so it ends differently. And so our sages said the difference is that when Yisrael is meritorious, then he will not abandon his nation. He won't have to invoke for the sake of his great name. Because an inheritance, that's something that you have sustenance from. So too, when Yisrael is meritorious, Yisrael gives sustenance to their Father in heaven, so to speak. Which is not the case when Yisrael is not meritorious. So we're only called the nation, and we're not called the nachala. We're not called the inheritance, the portion. So when we're the portion, so we give sustenance. When we're not the portion, so it's bavur shmo gadol. V'afal pichen ki lo yitosh bavur shmo gadol. Nonetheless, he will still not abandon us for the sake of his great name. Al derech hamshacham mipizcho shel ulam, like the idea of drawing down from the entrance to the ulam, shin lodalsos chulu, that doesn't have doors, that we said before about how you have to open the doors, you have to have the mafteach hachitzon, mafteach hapnimi. But then, even if you don't have that, so you can still draw down from a door with a doorway without a door and a lock, like the ulam. Because even though from below to above you have to have this idea of open for me, and so forth, but from above you can open without this concept of open for me, my beloved. Now a division for the sake of heaven, that's the division between Hillel and Shammai. Umachlok is Korach zeu shelo l'shem shamayim, but Korach's division, an argument, was not for the sake of heaven. Ki perush l'shem shamayim yichud shem malchus im shamayim tiferes. Because what does it mean l'shem shamayim? Shem shamayim is made up of shem, which is malchus, and shamayim, which is tiferes. So that's a unity between malchus and tiferes. It's a v'gam al derech sheyeh shem shamayim is ahev. So too, the idea of that the shem shamayim should be loved, that you should draw down the concept of a yichud and a love between shem and shamayim. B'dibur hamaschil v'asisa b'gdei kodesh, or onto them from above. Hillel al derech Aaron. Hillel was similar to Aaron. Kamayim Razal. Hillel omer havim mitalmidav shel Aaron. Like it said, our sages said that Hillel said you should be of the students of Aaron, to draw down this unity from above to below. And this is also the idea of Aaron, that osios nira, that in your light we'll see light, that we have a hamshacha from a light from above. And so too, Beis Hillel says that the kala is pleasant and embarrassed. V'gam Aharon shushvina d'matronisa. So to Aaron is the escort of the bride, escort of the queen. Ein Zor Chele Gimel Nun Daled Suf Amud Beis. V'Shamai gam kina yichud rak milamata lamayla. But Shammai is also the yichud, but instead of from above to below, it's from below to above. Therefore, the kala is as she is, not from above to below, but rather looking at her from below to above. We see her as she is. V'gam sam derechulu v'sofeliskaim. But this division, and so in that way, there's also the path, and it's going in the end. It will be established, this division between Beis Hillel and Beis Shammai, both with viewpoints. Al derech v'samti kad kod kedein uchedein, like the pasuk says, I will place kad kod shim shosayich. And Mamar Razal, it'll be like this and like that. Kad kod shoam v'yashveh. Both like Yosef and Binyamin, from above to below and below to above, Mashin Kain Korach, which is not the case with Korach. Anshe Shem, that they were men of name. It's like the generation of the division of the Tower of Babel. But they all got divided, Niflagu, because they said we'll make for ourselves a name. So that's, I guess, the opposite of shame, Shemaim. So the shame is for them and not for above. Also, to the first explanation that the talis is all kindness, is all kolpanim. So you could still say that he wanted to divide these gvuros from the chasadim, depending if whether or not you have the tzitzis, that the tzitzis are the chasadim. You could say, and you have just the treles. If you say that just the talis is the chasadim, so you're dividing the gvuros from the chasadim. So you can't have this unity. Which the idea is that the kindnesses sweeten the strictnesses. I guess the tzitzis would be the gvuros in this context, because they're the chutim cyrus or tzimtzumim. So that's not for the sake of heaven. The name, the Malchus, is not to be united with the heavens above. And I guess Tchelas Dumalirekia, so the Shemaim would be correspond with the Talis itself, and the Shem would correspond with the Gvuros. Venitov, Shem means Sheminatov. Now the oil, good, a name is good, better. It's better than good oil. So we have this name, HaKadosh Baruch Hu, Halach Taf Kuf Shanal Asos Lo Shem, that the Holy One, blessed be He, went 500 years to make for himself a name. That is to say, to draw down from you are holy into your name is holy. Again, this concept of yichud, the concept of it's not just to make a name, but to have a yichud with a shem, to draw down into Vishim Chakadosh. Vazai hu tov shem, and then you have the concept of a good name. So I guess Vishem and Tov is to draw down from the supernal oil, concept of oil, and so the Tov Shem is from the Shem and Tov. You draw down that idea from the idea of Shem and Tov. V'ayin Zohar b'chukosai kufir gimel bezal pasuk v'yas David Shem, and look what it's brought in Zohar and David made a name b'medra Shmuel perush machlokas le'shem shamayim. Now in the perush on Pirkei Avos medra Shmuel, from the times of the Beis Yosef and Tzfas, it brings a argument to the sake of heaven, the Av Shalach Beis Hillel, that even though halacha is like Beis Hillel, Mikol Makom Beis Shammai Cholkim Gormim Lahosif Chachma Beis Hillel, nonetheless, because Beis Shammai argues, this causes an extra wisdom within Beis Hillel and an extra explanation and so forth. And that's why in the end it will be established, and because of this machlokes, we have a stronger opinion from Beis Hillel.